Hey everybody, it's Peter from Brantford Kia, and today we're talking sports cars, real sports cars. Now it's still winter, and actually that's a great time to buy a sports car because, then you'll have it ready for the summer. So here we go. This is stock number P2576. It's a 2017 Chevrolet Corvette Coupe. It is the Z06 model. Let's go take a look. All right, Chevrolet Corvette Z06. So this is not just the 6.2 liter V8 that comes in a regular Corvette. That has 450 horsepower. This is the supercharged one. The supercharged Corvette has 650 horsepower. This is a real sports car. Competes with exotics. You've got projector beam lights in there. You've got some LED signals up there, or detail lights there. Down low, you've got a couple cameras on either side. We can show you them a little bit later, maybe. And chrome wheels on this car. Big yellow brakes as well. So we'll show you them right there. So you're wondering maybe why a Kia dealer has a car like this. Well, we will regularly bring in a sports car, a high-end vehicle. We do this all the time. It's not foreign for us. Ever since we started selling Stingers, we started bringing some more high-end cars. And right now we've got a couple Audi Q7s on the lot, which again, maybe not crazy high-end, but we will regularly bring in a car like this and treat it the way it should be treated. So our sales manager is a former Porsche general manager. So we're quite familiar with selling cars in this class. And yeah, this one is really cool. I've driven it. It's lots of fun. We don't let anybody drive it. Very few staff are going to drive this car, so it is well taken care of. But they let me in because I have to tell you about it, and if I don't drive it, I may not have much to tell you. So first of all, push button start. Let's do that. Oops, clutch in, of course. It is manual transmission. I don't know if I mentioned that. 7-speed manual. We'll get to that in a second. Let's look at the dash. Again, the camera's not the best. The center section there, that center gauge right there that we're looking at right now, is completely a screen. So you've got tachometer listed there. You can customize some of those things. Speedometer is on the left. Again, a little more glare on the camera than there's no glare in real life there. Speedometer, of course, goes to 360 kilometers an hour. Up front, you've got tachometer right where you want it. Information display in the center. Right now, we need to get fuel in the car. It's not a big deal. We'll get that later. Fuel gauge and other gauges there. It does have a Wi-Fi hotspot. Of course, that's all part of OnStar. So OnStar system is able to be activated in this car. We're gonna move over here. Typical touchscreen, very nice touchscreen. Now, one little detail I'll show you. A little extra storage space in the back there. It has a USB plug in there. You can just press that button and it goes up or down. AM, FM, satellite radio, all the typical stuff that you would expect. Navigation as well, text message abilities, all kinds of things in there. Scrolling down, you've got automatic climate control. As you can see, it's set to 17 degrees right now. That's plenty warm. Heated and ventilated seats here, so we'll turn the seat heaters on. 3 levels of heating, 3 levels of ventilation in there. And one thing I want to show you is the dual zone temperature control is actually on this side, and if you look carefully, you can see it still has that little plastic sticker. So this is literally like a brand new car. 12,590 kilometers on it right now. I'll show you what the door panels look like as we're scrolling across here. Let's come back out a little bit. There we go. So we're zooming out here. It's a black leather interior with some contrasting, it looks like white stitching, but it's actually a very light gray stitching. So Bose Audio, Z06 there on the headrests here. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but it's clear in person. A little bit of a suede headliner as well up here. So GM's got a very cool mirror that's frameless mirror. There's the OnStar buttons there, but real high-end interior. I'm going to zoom straight up for a second. You'll see that the roof is essentially a glass roof. I'm sure it's not glass, but it's a plastic see-through panel. That is also removable as well, so it feels like a convertible. Typical Corvette stuff. This is not foreign if you're looking at this car. There's the back end there, plenty of storage space, tie-downs. Corvette's one of those cool cars with a lot of storage space for a decent amount of storage space if you want to do a day trip or something like that. We're gonna go down here. Again, 7-speed manual transmission. Now it's really hard to get the camera to focus on the pattern there, but it's basically a typical 5-speed, 6-speed, and 7th is over to the right and reverse is down. So think of an old 5-speed transmission with reverse below. Same thing, just there's an extra line of gears, the 7th speed, and 7th gear is really only used for the highway. I'm going to show you one other cool panel that this car has. We're going to zoom in if we can. Z06, again, I'm trying to get the camera to focus on something that's mirrored. It's very difficult to do. Z06, 650 horsepower, 650 foot-pounds of torque. So if there's ever any doubt, it's right there for your passengers and yourself to see. It does have a cool couple features here that you don't see on every car. It's got little what looks like paddle shifters. Now you wonder why there's paddle shifter type buttons on the manual transmission car. It's a rev match thing. So if you go, for instance, from let's say 4th and down to 2nd, it will rev match for you. So you're not doing your heel toe shifting anymore. You can just let the computers take care of that for you, and it works really well. It's very cool sounding. The exhaust sounds great on this car. Automatic parking brake, powered parking brake there. There's your drive mode selector. So right now I'm going to show you in the dash here. I don't know if you can see clearly, but it's in the touring mode. Let me zoom in a little tiny bit. It's in the touring mode there. So there's also the eco mode. There's the weather mode, which would be good for a day like today because these tires do not have any grip. Tour, and then of course there's sport and track. Now I would recommend not going to sport or track unless you are on a track, because touring mode was plenty available power like it is. So and of course it just takes the electronic nannies away. So let's go over here. You do have a heads-up display. I'm having trouble showing it on camera, so I'm going to show you the buttons for it as well. So that'll show up on the windshield in front of me. It's very hard for me to get it to focus and show you, but I can see it clearly in real life. Some customization there as well. Power mirrors, power locks, power windows, memory seats, power seats. Of course, the button is a push button to open the door there, so just kind of a cool feature on the Corvette. Cruise control on the wheel, some audio controls down here, more volume controls down there on the steering wheel. I don't know if you can see them. Where are we? Really trying to get in here with the light. There we go. So audio controls there. And over here you've got your typical, you know, just information display for the center there as well. So, you know, typical stuff, but really the big thing about this car is the power. 650 horsepower, 650 foot-pounds of torque. Just an incredible car to drive. Something you can take out to the track and at 200 kilometers an hour still accelerate. And Garth and I have been to the track where we've seen these on the, we were invited by Kia Canada to take the Stinger on the track, and that was an amazing day. And you see cars like this going by. The Stinger's got 365 horsepower, this has got 650, and at 200 kilometers an hour this thing just pulls, and it's just amazing. We've been in cars like this, we've seen cars like this go by us on the track, so very, very, very cool. Alright, gonna turn the car off, gonna hop back outside. Normally I show you the trunk and things like that. I don't think I need to do that on a Corvette. You kind of know what you're getting at. Like I said, this is not a car we're gonna let anybody test drive. If you're interested in this car, give our sales team a call. We'll have a process for you, what you would expect if you were buying a car like this. So there you go. This is stock number P2576, 2017 Chevrolet Corvette Z06. If you're interested in this car, give us a call, 519-304-6542. Talk to our sales team. They'll set up an appointment with you. And you can also check us out online, www.brantfordkia.ca.